Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome back to the channel Mathematrix. Here we are going to start the practical geometry. In this series of practical geometry sessions, we will be constructing from basic till the advanced constructions like triangles, quadrilaterals, and so many other constructions. And before we start, today's class is the introduction to the practical geometry, and the practical geometrical instruments are the tools which we will be using in our geometrical box, and the purpose, name, description of this those things also we will see, and with simple constructions of drawing and making a copy of the lines and line segments, and the copy of making the copy of unknown angle, drawing a circle and it's marking the points and all. These are the different things we are going to learn in this today's lesson. This is ruler or a straight edge. Generally the ruler is not graduated. It is used to draw the straight lines, but the ruler in your geometrical instrument box will be graduated with centimeter, millimeters on one edge, sometimes this inches in the other edge. Approximately it will be 15 centimeters length. And we have the other instrument called a divider, and this divider is used to compare the different lengths of line segments. This is a divider made of metal. It will be having two pointers. With these 2 points we will check the lengths and compare the lengths of different line segments. And we have one more measuring instrument or measuring tool or drawing tool in our instrument box, that is compasses. This compasses is used to draw the arcs and draw the circle. If you know the radius of the circle, then you can draw a circle. So this is used to draw the arcs or the circles. Arc is nothing but the part of the circle. This is compasses. And we have other type of set squares. Two types of set squares here. We have two triangular set squares. These are 45, 45, 90 degrees, one set square, 45 degrees, 45 degrees, 90 degrees, one set square. And we have second set square as 30 degrees, 60 degrees and 90 degrees. This is other set square. These two are used to draw the perpendiculars or the parallel lines. How to use this we will be learning in the future classes. And we have one more device or the tool or the instrument, that is protractor. This protractor is used to measure the angles as well as drawing the angles. Construction of angles also it is used. So it will be also graduated from 0 to 180 degrees. So this is protractor used to draw angles or to measure the angles. So these are the different instruments we'll be having in our geometrical box. Let us see how to compare. Let us see how to compare the line segments using this divider. This is divider, and it is metal, you made of metal, and you can compare the two line segments. Suppose here AB, the two tips, you can keep the two pointers on the 2 points, and you check, and you don't, without disturbing, you can see the keep one on pointer, and you see there this is 3.5 centimeters. Of course we know here, but we can see this is smaller than the previous line. And let us see, this here, this is bigger than the previous line segment. So here you can assume that CD is greater than AB is greater than EF. That means you can compare the line segments using this divider. This divider is used to compare the line segments. Okay. Here we have a question to draw line segments of AB 4.5 centimeters, CD is 5.0 centimeters, and EF 3.5 centimeters. So here we have to see the straight edge is graduated from centimeters, 1 centimeter till 15 centimeters, and each smaller line will be, or smaller division is called the millimeters. This is 1 centimeter up to this, and 1 centimeter is divided into 10 millimeters. And the second largest, the longest line, you can see that is 0.5 centimeters or 5 millimeters. So you can see that this is a graduated ruler, and using this we can draw the line segments. Here see, the line segment AB is equal to 4.5 centimeters. So you have to start from the 0 onwards. It is 0 here. You have to take a point here first, and then 4.0 here, 4, and then the second middle line you can take the middle here, 0.5. then you can join these 2 points here. Now just join the 2 points. This is this point is A, and this point is B. Now AB is equal to 4.5 centimeter line segment has been drawn. In this way you can draw the other also. Let us draw the CD 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters, as you know, you need to mark the points first 0 mark, and then you need to draw the 5 centimeter, exactly 5 centimeter. And now you join these 2 dots or the 2 points here. Then this is a line segment of 5 centimeter, 5.0 centimeter, say it is CD. And now we are going to draw the EF 3.5 centimeter. So you have to start from 0 and 3, and then 3 to 4. In the middle there is a line here, the middle line, that is 0.5. Otherwise you can count the 5 millimeters. You can understand very easily. Then you join these 2 points. It is EF, say 3.5 centimeter line segment. So these line segments you can draw using the ruler or the straight edge. Let us use how to use the protractor here. Using the protractor we can construct the angles, and as well as measure the angles. Okay, here 30 degrees will construct these angles, 30 degrees, 50 degrees, 140 degrees, and 90 degrees. So for that purpose you need to draw first the initial ray, straight line, and then you can take the initial point here, and from that point you must keep this 0 point and straight edge onto that line or the ray, and then you have to count the measurement from 0. onwards. 0, it is 30 degrees, so 0, 10, 20, 30. From the right side you need to count. We have marked this point 30 degrees point, and this point to this point you join this and then draw a straight line, and this is nothing but 30 degrees angle. Similarly you can draw 50 degrees also. For that purpose you need to draw first a straight line, and then from the initial point you must take you must coincide this point of 0 here, and of the protractor, and the line must be coinciding on to the line, and point must coincide to the point here. And now you see here 50 degrees 0, 10, 20. From right side you have to count. Here it is 50 degrees, it's not 130. From 0 to 150 it is the count. 130 is the count from the left side, but we are going to take the count from right side because the initial point is on left side. You have to be careful in checking the measurements. Here you join these 2 points, and this is 50 degrees angle, and let us draw 140 degrees angle. For that purpose also you need to draw a straight line or a ray, and take the initial point here. And when you take the initial point you see there as usual, and it must be from 0 onwards. You have to take here 120, 130. It is it's moving into the previous angle. So what we do, let's take the shorter array here. Let's take here from counting from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 70, 80 and 100. 140 it is here. 140, it's not 40, it's 140 now here, from 0 to 140. And after the marking this point you have to join these 2 points using the ruler, this initial point and the point which you have marked after the keeping the protractor measuring 140 degrees. So this measure is 140 degrees. Similarly you can draw the right angle, which is a 90 degrees angle here. You draw a right angle here. You initially draw a straight line or a ray which starts from initial point here. The right angle is you, as usual, you must keep the point exactly 0 point on that and the straight line must be coinciding the ray. And now you check 0 to 90 degrees, it will be exactly perpendicular line. So draw a straight line joining these 2 points, and this is a 90 degrees angle. This is a straight, this is acute angle. Of course this is also acute, less than 90 degrees. This is 90 right angle, and this is obtuse angle. So this way you can draw the different types of angles using the protractor. Let's draw a line segment which is a copy of a given line segment, that is constructing a copy of a given line segment. And that one approach for the drawing is to just here AB is given. AB, we don't know the measure of this, so the same copy, the same measurement line segment we need to draw. So how can we draw? We can, one method, just you can check this length of this. For example, it is 5.2 centimeters, and the same exactly 5.2 centimeters line you can draw. But this is the one approach. But if, how will you draw using the compasses? So here we are making the copy of the same line segment using the compasses. For that purpose you need to just draw a straight line. Say this is straight line L, longer than the given one. Okay, and in this straight line what you can do, you mark a point here, 1 point, and from 1 point what you can do, you just before you see that the measure of you can keep the tip of the compasses and one end, and the other end you keep the tip of the pencil, and you make sure the both the tips are coinciding with the two endpoints of the line segment. Now you draw an arc from the point which you have marked. Let us say it is C is the point you have marked on the line segment. Now draw a arc from the C so that it intersects somewhere. Say it cuts the line L at B, at D, CD. So CD is the replica of the given line segment. It will also be having the same length. It will be also 5.2 centimeters length. So this way you can construct a copy of given line segment using the compasses. Constructing a copy of an angle of unknown measure. Here we have given an angle with whose measure is not known. So we need to make a copy of that angle. So one approach for this is to use the protractor and measure the angle. For example, here it is measure here, it is exactly 50 degrees. So the same angle you can construct after drawing a line segment and mark the point and all. But here, without using protractor, how can you draw, how can you make the copy of that given angle? We don't know the measure. Without knowing the measure also you can do it. We can do that using the compasses. Here use the compasses. So for that purpose we need to draw a straight line first, and on this line we mark a point P. You can take a point P here, and from that P what you need to do, you need to draw an arc. But what kind of arc you need to draw? For that purpose we have to take compasses and draw from the initial point. You can draw an arc which intersects both the arms of the given angle, and with the same measure you can draw the arc which intersect this line L from the point P. It will be, and you can just draw an arc of complete arc. And now you see, after that what you need to do, you need to just check from the previous angle the arc, how far this distance you measure. You set the compasses here, and the same measure with the same radius you draw from this intersecting point onto the arc, one more arc, so that it can intersect the previous arc on the line segment which you have drawn. And now we got the point here, say it is Q. Now join PQ. Joining PQ, what you get, you can see we have constructed the replica of angle A, that is angle P. So if you want to see, say this is around 50 degrees, exactly 50 degrees angle, and here also you can see as a 50 degrees angle. So this way you can construct the replica or the copy of an angle of unknown measure using the compasses without using the protractor. Here we will draw a circle, and we will see the different parts of a circle. Now we can take the radius using this ruler, and it is 4 centimeters measurement, and we have drawn a circle of 4 centimeter here. Okay, here from this we have marked the point center O, and when you draw a straight line passing through the O, joining the AB points. It is called diameter. AB is the diameter. Now it is asking to draw mark the PQR. P on the circle, it is on the circle, this is a P point, and Q is interior to the circle, it can be anywhere, somewhere here, and exterior, any point which is exterior, outside, is called exterior to the circle. This is on the circle, this is interior the circle, and the exterior will be outside the circumference. Here we will just check the arc. What is an arc? If you see, you take any point like P, say PAX, PXA also is an arc here now, okay, is a part of the circle, okay. Arc is represented by this pattern. And the chord is nothing but say here, if you have assumed it is C, AC, suppose if you want to take a point at C and D, any 2 points you take on the circumference, when you join these 2 points, then the line segment is called the chord. And if you take any 2 points on the circle, then the joining line segment is called chord. The longest chord in a circle is its diameter. Always the longest chord is the diameter of the circle. And a sector, what is a sector? Sector is the combination of 2 radii including the arc. If you say here, you can join this, and APX here at this angle, this is the angle of sector, and AOP is a sector here. Similarly, you can assume this DC, you can say this is as this region is called the segment CXD or something, okay. And this is the small one compared to the other thing, so it is a minor segment and it is major segment. So here are the different parts of the circle. I hope you understood today's topic. If you like my videos, you please share, like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, you can ask in comment section. Thank you for watching.